Hello everyone. Welcome to my channel Turkish Spotlight Secrets. Today I'm bringing you a long, cinematic story about Barış and Yağmur, two names you've asked me to follow closely. All the details are right here. If you enjoy the video, please tap like, subscribe, and, if you'd like to support us even more, click the join button down below. Thank you, and now let's get into my video. For months, the most devoted viewers of Kensa Sekleri have whispered the same question. Were those looks between Barış Baktaş and Yağmur Yüksel just expertly crafted acting beats, or the outline of something real? On set, the answer was always the same, a smile, a polite change of subject, the practiced discipline of two professionals who know exactly how to protect the work. Off-set, however, a parallel story was quietly taking root. Private dinners timed after long night shoots, shared playlists traded like talismans, and a growing habit of sending each other clips from old black and white films as private inside jokes. By the time the series entered its stride, their connection felt like a secret written in pencil, present, undeniable, but easily erased in public if needed. Friends say the strongest sign wasn't grand gestures but the delicate ones, how he would arrive 10 minutes early to a rehearsal because he knew she liked to run a scene exactly twice before the camera rolled, how she remembered his grandfather's favorite poem and quoted 2 lines of it when he was nervous about a close-up. Somewhere in the middle of all that quiet care, the inevitable happened, they fell in love, and they guarded that love as if it were a flickering candle in a drafty room. What no one outside their closest circle knew was that Barış, who carries himself with an easy, calm public poise, had been thinking for months about a proposal. Not a spectacle, not a viral moment built for clicks. He wanted a question asked once, well, with everything around them hushed enough that they could hear their own breathing. When the production schedule finally loosened, he planned a short escape. The destination was chosen with intent, Venice, a city that lives at the pace of water, where time seems to fold, past and present held together by bridges and tides. They arrived not with entourages and press but as 2 travelers with small suitcases and comfortable shoes. Their hotel wasn't one of the flashy palazzos, it was a quiet building that opened onto a narrow canal, where curtains rippled in a morning breeze and the smell of coffee drifted up from a bar that took exacting pride in its espresso. Barış had arranged almost everything in advance. A walk mapped along lesser-known sestieri, a table set aside in a trattoria where the owner smiled without asking for a photo, and a viewing at a tiny jewelry atelier on a side street so narrow that 2 people passing had to turn slightly sideways. About the ring, it wasn't the largest stone, and that was the point. The jeweler, an elderly woman with steady,